What's up, Dream Team? Come garden with me. Let's get it. Let's go. Welcome back as we take down this great adventure that I've been on to moving it in front of the shed like this. So pretty much in this video, I'll be explaining how we do it. And in this step, we are actually taking out a lot of time, switching it from behind the shed to in front, using this little skid steer. When I say this helped and saved so much time, this helped us tremendously. So we pretty much are just going to take down all of the center blocks, end up getting all of the dirt and compost and soil moved, and then we'll have someone come and take the shed and move it all the way back to the fence. So pretty much just sit back, relax, enjoy the video. We are still hot, tired, sweaty, and overworked and underpaid. No, just kidding. But we are working hard on getting all of this stuff cleared out because the people are coming the next day to move the shed to the back. So we want to make sure all of the work is complete. That way there's no excuses or no reason for them not to be able to do it. And it's a bit pricey to just move it literally from just that little bit where it's at to the fence. But if you have a special made machine or you have yours on like a trailer or something, it's probably easier for you to move, but we didn't have that. So we just had to end up paying for it. As you can see now, we have all of the cinder blocks off of it, and now it's time to move the soil and compost onto the trailer. We're just making everything as easy as possible just to move it out the way. And later on, we are going to have to purchase more because the layout that we're doing in front of the shed is going to be different from what we're doing back here. Otherwise, I am chopping up this video to make it go by a little bit smoother, but still trying not to skip anything in case you're thinking about doing something like this in the future. Otherwise, we're just having fun. The kiddos love it. My son is absolutely in hog heaven at this point because he is obsessed with any construction equipment. But we're just, this time we put it on the back of a trailer instead of the back of his truck. And again, this process just went really smooth. Here's what we got. A big mess. Said we got a big mess. Look at mommy. Say a big mess. All this we're gonna have to smooth out. Tomorrow we'll take the 4 or 5 trees out of the ground. Then we'll, oh nice, now y'all can hear me. We'll take all of these trees that are in the ground out. Now you can't hear me. And move the shed back all the way to the fence. Here's how much grass we messed up. Which is honestly not that bad. This don't look that bad, but I mean, it's probably look a little bad. But compared to what we would have done, it's well worth it. Plant some more grass, but this is all the soil and compost mix we have on the trailer here. So once we move the shed completely back, then we can move the garden in this area. And that way I don't have to feel scared to walk around. But there goes that. I'm a sweaty mess. We probably could have finished smoothing out, and then I will get back to y'all later. I had to go wash my face and hands at least from touching all this stuff, but here's how smooth it looks. Looks pretty good. It's kind of dark back here, but again, all this stuff is going to be either the shed over it, I'm going to be replanting once they move it, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just put the top tarp on this just so it stays underneath this at least for now, but yeah. Turn your lights on. Turn your lights on. There you go. Go ahead, go. Go to the garage. This part was a lot of the ugly looking rocks that has been sitting on the sides, and we figured if we are already this far, we might as well go ahead and move the rest. And it'll just save us some time in the morning for when they come and move the shed out the way. So we just moved it to the other side of the house until we figure out what we're gonna do with them. You will actually see that we use some of them to make like an outline of each tree in the back. So like that. I guess it'll make some stuff pop, and hey, it gives them a good use to be used for something. But it's way more than what we needed. So we just, again, stacking them somewhere out the way. Out of sight, out of mind for now. And then we'll end up moving them later. It is now the next morning. They were here good and on time. So they pretty much just put like tires underneath them and used that special machine. And they actually drove it with a remote. I don't know if you can see one of the guys here. They're just driving it literally with like a remote control car, moving it to the back, and then they end up giving me a call just to make sure it's where I wanted it to be. So it looks like this. And now we can get started with making an outline of the new garden. I know some people are judging, saying, how did you move all of that stuff from the back up to the front? This was so much work. You should have thought about all that. But our original plans was to move the shed in a whole different part of the backyard. But if we would have moved it to our original plan, we would have had to cut a couple trees down, and honestly just wasn't worth it. Eventually, we're going to get a pool in the backyard, so it's just going to be in the way of when we add restrooms and other stuff back there. So this was just a better plan. The good thing was I didn't plant anything in ground besides the trees, and those were easy to pull up and replant. So it was just better now than late than never, or whatever I'm trying to say. But here's the outline. We're just making sure everything is kind of like smooth, because you can see some sort of dips in some. So we had to add like, dirt underneath certain center blocks to make them more so even before we put the soil and stuff back in the boxes. So you'll see what we end up in the ending product. But overall, I just am ecstatic that we moved everything from the back to the front, and now I don't have to be scared. So here's a front view, and honestly, I just couldn't be happier. We are almost to the home stretch. We're pretty much just filling up both beds with the compost and soil. Eventually, we are going to run out and go ahead and head to our local nursery to fill up the trailer with a little bit more, just to fill both of them completely up. If you are doing this in a hot state like us in Texas, stay hydrated, please. I know we want to get this done. I know we want it to look great, but if we're not great, it's not going to turn out great. So just make sure y'all stay hydrated. Are you laughing? Tell them like, comment, subscribe.
Hi. Go tell me about Trump. Don't do about J-Lo.
Three, two, one, incoming! Whoa! Nice. Thank you. This is what we have. Beds, peach tree, guava, blueberry, and we're gonna clean up most of this. I plan on putting like a apple tree, mango tree here, and then we got a cherry tree, and then a fig in the back. So we just need to clean up the rest of this stuff on each side. Start to put some grass and stuff back in the middle. But so far, that's what we got. This is what it looks like.
I dry a ski gear.
Say, all right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I take a nap.
Nice job.
Let's hook the trailer.
We're gonna leave it right
I'm just going to put this up just to keep some of the pest that comes out of these woods from just wandering around and eating up my stuff. So that's what I'm doing now. In my next video, you will be able to see everything that I plant in both of these raised bed gardens. So stay tuned for that. And I'm also going to give you a snippet of some of the stuff that I've actually harvested. So you can see most of the stuff I started from seedling, and you'll see what I have now. This is also the right side, and just showing you the things that I've planted and little nets and stuff that I put up for the strawberries just so stuff won't eat them. And this, my friends, are what we're going to end up with. Nice strawberries and grapes and tomatoes and peppers and bell peppers and, of course, large watermelon. Just thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the next video. Let's get it. Let's go.